start Q&A question. Yo, so I got a Q&A, man. So yo, man, let's get started reading this book, man. Hey, it's called "Where Did I Come From?" So I hope y'all ready for this, man. We about to read this book. Let's get to it, man. So, where did I come from? You feel me? That's what it's called. Where did I come from? I'm gonna wait till we got some type of audience. You feel me? We're about to read this book. You feel me? But anyways, yes. Where did I come from? And this is. I know it look crazy, man. I know it look crazy, man. I know. Like I said the same thing. It look crazy. The man got a hat on. Bro got a hat on. Little dude. Where did I come from? It says right there. It says written by Peter Mal, illustrated by Arthur Robbins, designed by Paul Walter. Oh nah, bro, tripping. Brother trip. Oh, it says. Say for Simon, Nicholas, Christopher Jane, and red-faced parents everywhere. And then there's the rest of that. So it says this book is all about you, which is you. It says here's what some of them said. I was brought special delivery by the Stort. The cat brought me in one night. Dad got me from the salon. I was a Christmas present from the fairies. Mom found me at the hospital. Now you know that none of that is true. The truth is much more interesting than that. So we'll start at the very beginning. Little people are made by bigger people. The first thing to know is that babies are made by grown-ups. One of them has to be a woman and one a man. In other words, the and two people who made you were your mother and your father. Interesting. Wait, were your mother and your father in the bath together? You know something and interesting. They are not made at all the same way. You've probably noticed that already, but you notice it much more when you put them in the bath quiet. Apart from being different sizes, they are different. They they have different parts to their bodies. Put mom and dad in the bath together, and you'll notice something. And that's the picture. What the differences are. This is important because it's the difference. It is different parts that make it possible for your mother and your father to make you. In fact, it's so important that we've done two big pictures so that you can see just what. Don't worry if the picture don't look too much like your mother and father. The important parts are the same on all of us, even you. Let's start at the top of the pictures and see what the differences are. First of all, you'll see that the man has a woman has two round bumps on her chest. These bumps have a lot of names. Some people call them bosoms, which you say like other people call them titties or as why. And yeah, that's that picture. Breast, but the proper name for them is breast. And that's the name we you when you were just your mother's breasts were rather like a mobile milk bar for for the few months of your life. The only food you could eat was milk because at the time you didn't have any teeth. So you couldn't eat hot you could eat hot dogs or hamburgers or french fries or candy or anything. You had to drink your food or the milk that kept you alive for those first few months either came from a bottle or your mother's breasts. So it's a quick thank you to breasts before we move on. Take a look further down. The pictures you'll see just below the middle. The woman spreads out, but the man doesn't. Ah, milk, wonderful milk. Hips. The reason she spreads out there, but that part is called the hips, is to make enough room for the baby. But that comes later. Look further down between the legs. Both the man and the woman have a lot of furry hair there, but don't worry, you'll have some too as you get older. He, but the important thing to notice is that the man has something hanging, but the woman doesn't have. All you boys have one, and yours will grow bigger as you grow bigger, just like breasts. Yeah, y'all see it, man. Y'all can read that, and that's the picture. That's the baby. It gets bigger as you wait. Yeah, vagina. But what does the woman have between her legs? She has a little opening called a vagina. It rhymes with Carolina. What the? All right. Now, if you can remember those those two names, the and the vagina, was will get on to how a baby is made. The beginning of a baby. What what happens is this. Let's say the man and the woman are lying in bed together. This part often happens in bed because a bed is so nice and comfortable. The man loves the woman. So he gives her a kiss, and she gives him a kiss, and they hug each other very tight. And after a while, the man's becomes usually it is gets and because it has lots of work to do. That dude got some big feet. What's going on? They got a crack in their rug. It says, by this time, the man wants to get as close to the woman as he can because he's feeling very loving to her. And to get really close to the best thing he can do is lie on top of her and put his inside into her vagina. This is the closest two people can get. This is very nice. Feeling for both the man and the woman. And she likes him being inside her. It's called making love because it all starts with the man and the woman loving each other. It's a difficult feeling to describe, but if you can imagine a gentle, tightly sort of tickle that starts in your stomach and spreads all over the will give you some idea of what it's like all over that. And as you know, when you when you're feeling tickly, you wrinkle about a bit. It's just the same here, except it's a special kind of wiggling. It's easier to understand when you realize that the parts that tickle most are man's and the woman's vagina. So, the wrinkling is down there. It's a loving feeling. The man pushes his up and down inside the woman's vagina so that both the tickly parts are being rubbed against each other. It's like scratching and itch, but a lot nicer. This usually starts slowly and gets quicker and quicker as the tightly feeling gets stronger and stronger. Why does the tickling feeling stop? Now you may be thinking if it's nice. Why don't people do it all the time? There are two reasons. First, it's very tiring more than playing football or running or skipping or climbing trees or almost anything. Good as it is, you just can't do it all day long. Making love is like skipping. You can't do it all day long. Nah, that's weird, bro. That's weird. I'm not gonna cap. That's weird. And the second reason is that something really wonderful happens, which puts an end to the tightly feeling and at the same time starts the making of the baby. When the man and the woman have been wriggling so hard you think they're both going to pop. They nearly do just that. All the rubbing up and down that's being going on ends in a tremendous big lovely trigger for both of them. Again, it's not easy to tell you what this feels like, but you know how it is when you have a tickle in your nose for a long time and then you have a really big sneeze. Achoo. It's a little like that, huh? At the same time, a spur across thick, yeah, comes from the yeah. Y'all read that. But yeah, man, that's the baby. It feels a bit like this, but much better. Hey, yeah, man. How's everybody night going? You feel me? My night is going good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling. I hope y'all doing alright. You feel me? Do y'all like reading books also? I just wanted to ask y'all that. You feel me? Like reading really helps you. You know, it helps stimulate your brain. You know, and it gives you some time away from whatever you have that you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to say like you guys, if you guys read just at least a little bit a day. I'm telling you, you'll learn something. You know, and that's why I'm trying to learn. How to you know get to the next level, and I know I gotta start. Like one day at a time. But reading is really good. Reading helps you with a lot, and just keep going at it. And keep trying your best, and you never know what you could do. You never know what you could do. So just keep going at it and keep trying your best. You feel me? And don't give up on what nothing. You feel me? No matter what, because there's always gonna be, you know, like problems, but just keep trying your best. I'm gonna see how much we got, but this is where we at right now. You feel me? It feels a bit like this, but much better. It says HJIMTOABCWYK. Y'all remember we used to have those as kids? EFD. Y'all remember those as kids? Well, believe it or not, this is oh my god, is how you and I, all of us, started. It's called semen, and in the semen are sperm, the romantic sperm. Each drop of sperm is actually made up of hundreds and thousands of smaller drops of sperm, which you could only see under a very powerful microscope. And what they get up to is quite amazing. After leaving the man's, the sperm make their way up the woman's vagina like tiny typos swimming up a stream. What they're hoping to find is of the egg that the woman produces. inside her every month. Sperm, they're just like tiny type tadpoles. How could an egg resist a sperm blow? Not as funny. If one single sperm meets one single egg, they have a romance of their own. This is called fertilization, and the result of it is the beginning of a baby. If two sperm meet two eggs, the result is twins. There are three sperm and three eggs, triplets, and so on. The sperm in the egg combines to makes a tiny person. It's so small that not even the mother knows it's there for a few weeks. One sperm plus one egg makes one baby. Two sperm plus two eggs makes two babies. Three sperm, and so on. Who like, what you looking at? How did I get here? From a speck to a baby in 9 months. But very, very slowly, it grown inside the mother. We should really give it a name, but we're not sure if it's a boy or a girl yet. Gets its food from the food the mother eats. It stays safe and warm in a place inside the mother called the womb, which you say like this: womb. And over a period of 9 months, the speck changes from almost nothing into a full-fledged baby, all ready to come into the world. You might like to know what happens during those 9 months. So we've done a month by month chart to show you how an unborn baby grows. And then, long before you were born, you started moving around. Boop, boop. I'm trying to see. Hold on. First month. The baby, let's say it's a girl. Let's say it's a girl. Spends her first month growing from a dot you can hardly see into a little girl measuring about the size of one of your teeth. As small as she is, she already has a backbone in the first back beginning beginning beginnings of arms, legs, nose, and eyes. She even has a heart that's beating. Second month. By the time the month has passed, our baby's elbow definite little face. Third month. This is the time when the baby starts to develop her shouting equipment. She begins to develop her shouting equipment. She begins to form her vocal cords, which she's going to need when she starts yelling from dinner for dinner. First month. This is the first month. Second month. Third month. Hey, why is the dog there? Huh? Why is the dog there? It's crazy. Fourth month. She's now becomes a pretty good size. About as big as your mommy's hand. She's also getting more lively, and by the end of this month, it's usually possible for the mother to feel her moving about. Later on, you can put your hand on a mother's stomach and feel the baby yourself. Some babies kick so much it feels like they're playing football in their quaw. Fifth month, a big moment for bald-headed babies. This month, a thin covering of hair appears on the head. Y'all know how that is. Nails grow on the fingers and toes. And a doctor with one of those special hearing things can actually hear the baby's heart breathing. That's called a stethoscope, by the way, you guys. A stethoscope beating. Sixth month. Although she can't see much because it's very dark in there, this is the month when her eyelids open. At the same time, she starts getting eyebrows and eyelashes. Aww. Aww. The dog gone now. Wait, no, he's still there. The dog is still there. So, seventh month. If you thought she was big before, by now she's a whopper. About as long as your arm, but all curled up and weighing about 3 pounds. Now that her body's grown a bit, her brain is beginning to grow too. Eighth and ninth months. This time is spent getting bigger and stronger and getting ready to see what the world looks like. The dog is playing. Well, alright, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Well, dang it. I mean, I guess how much more we got left? Well, we don't got that much left, actually. I done read a lot. I done read all this, y'all. I done read all the, so, no. You just gotta keep going to the birthday. Now we come to the day that all of us have been through and none of us remember. Exactly. Remembers. Our real birthday. There lies the baby, all curled up inside her mother. Her how does she get out? The simple answer is she pushed out after about 9 months. Mom's had enough. The Baby is now ready to come out, and nature starts. Things moving in the right direction. A special kind of stomach ache. The first sign the mother has is a series of stomach aches coming at regular intervals. At first, these aches, which are called labor pains, can come a long way apart. Gradually, they get closer and closer together, and that's when the doctor starts rushing around because that means the baby is really ready. The doctor, mother, little helper. OG, triple LJ. Uh, let's see. The birthday, the baby starts to come out. Happy birthday. What the mother has to do is push the baby out through the opening between her legs. And what she uses to do the pushing are all the muscles inside her stomach. The last part is the hardest. Now, when you think how big the baby is, and how small the opening is, you can imagine this part of the birth is called being in labor. It can take a long time, and it's very, very tiring. But in the end, out comes the baby, looking red in the face, cross and yelling like a spectator at a football game. You yelled too when you were born because it's quite a shock coming into the cold after 9 months of being warm and snug. Coming out into the world is quite a shock. How did I get here? One last thing has to be done before everybody can relax. For the entire 9 months of her unborn life, the baby has been getting her food through a little tube that is attached to her stomach. Why you have a belly button now that she's begun and now that she's born and going to start taking food through her mouth, she doesn't need this tube anymore. So the doctor snips it off. It doesn't hurt. Uh, it doesn't. Wait. It doesn't hurt. Let me see. It doesn't hurt. Ties up the end and makes it all neat. And that's why you got a belly button, which is all that remains of the tube that once kept you alive. This long tube has a really long name, the umbilical cord. Cut the umbilical cord. The umbilical cord. That funny looking belly button. That funny looking belly button once kept you alive. That belly button. There now, you know where you came from. There, now you know where you came from. You may think it sounds like a lot of hard work for such a little person, yes. But there's a very good reason why your mother and father went through it all. And it and if you want to know what that reason is, just look at in the mirror. Just take a look in the mirror. You. It was all done for you. Where did I come from? Written by the facts of life. And y'all know who is written by from the beginning. So yes, guys. Hey, I'll see y'all later, man. I'm about to log out, man. It was good talking to y'all, and I hope y'all stay good, stay positive, and keep doing y'all best, man. You feel me? See y'all later.